Hi. How you doing? It's Jim. It's time. Long overdue time for a record hall update because I haven't done one of these since May. I did a little extra one when I got the job lot of records I got from the radio station. But of course, I still have been getting records and CDs and whatnot over the last 4 months. So we're a long way behind. So I just need to kind of get this out of the way so we can then sort of start afresh and start talking about records on a monthly basis rather than having this huge, great stockpile that I've got now. So what I'm going to do is try and whiz through this quite quickly because there's a lot. And interestingly, for the first time ever on the channel, I've got some DVDs to talk about as well. So I'll do those quickly first of all. They're all yes. We have got the songs from Songers. We have got Keys to Ascension. And we've got Live at Montrose. These have all been talked about at length in the comments. Not saying that I should be getting the whole of the DVDs at all, but they are content I should be checking out on YouTube. Well, I'd rather just sort of see the quality version of it. So these have all come off probably Amazon and eBay, cheapy things, like £5 a pot, £5 a pop. So not a great deal of money, but yeah. So I'll be hoping to sort of get round to sort of listening to and watching these. Now, whether I'm clever enough to be able to rip the video off the DVDs and actually share it onto YouTube or not, I don't know. That may be a step too far, but I do need to at least listen to it. Now, one of those was, what was it, Keys to Ascension. I also have this CD, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned this one before on the channel. I can't work out when I got this, but I don't think I've mentioned it before in my hauls. So I just want to say I've got this as well. So this will be obviously part of the Yes series at some point in the coming months. Now we're going to stick with CDs because there's just a few of these to get through as well now. The first one I'm going to mention is one which has been on the channel. This is Change We Must from John Anderson. This was a gift from Gabby. Thank you very, very much. We've actually listened to this on the channel, which was really good. We have also got another gift. Actually, there's a few gifts here. This is called Lover's End by Moon Safari. So I've not actually thanked you yet for this, Andrew. This comes from Andrew Hamer, who sent this to me, to my P.O. box just a couple of weeks ago. And he wrote a letter with it and said, I hope this finds you well, and having recovered from COVID. Of course, I got COVID at the beginning of the month. Yes, I am much better, as you may well know. Thank you so much for this. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm going to do this as a channel playthrough at some point in the upcoming months. Now, also, this, you cannot see what it is. It's very sort of dark and dingy. When I turn it over, you might be able to see it. Now, it's a band called Momentum, and it's Dutch, I think. And this was sent to me by one of the members of the band. They contacted me via YouTube, I think. And no, sorry. They obviously knew me from YouTube. They contacted me on Facebook Messenger. Just said, I'd love to send you this. You don't need to feature it on the channel, but it should be in your collection. So, okay, thank you very much. So, I'm afraid I've not listened to this yet. But I certainly intend to at some point. Whether it's something we should be listening to on the channel or not, I don't know. I think I might do, because I also have this, which is called Circles in Time from John Holden. Now, John, you sent this to me a few months ago, and it's your record as well. And you've said at the time, I don't think I've heard you feature my music on the channel. So, sorry, John, no, I haven't. So, again, this is something which I need to get onto and start listening to, and will feature on the channel. So what I thought I'd do, I've got these two. if I get maybe another one or two, I might do sort of like a whole video listening to bits and pieces from various artists who sent stuff to me. Not necessarily demos, but sort of like proper fully fledged bands. Just as another sort of little feature, a featurette, as it were. And last but not least, in the CD section, this is Erotic Cakes from Guthrie. Guthrie Govan, though, probably the greatest guitarist in the world. Absolutely insane. If you only ever want one guitar album in your life, this is it. You need no other. This is everything you possibly want, no matter what your favourite style of music is, unless you need words and singing on it, because it's all instrumental. But it is absolutely sensational. And I'm 100% going to do a listen through of this on the channel, even though I know it and I've listened to it. It is quite possibly one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. It's sensational. Now, if I've not built that up enough, I don't know what I have. Right, we're moving on to vinyl now. So we're going to start off. I've got two 7-inch singles, one of which you'll know already. There's the Pink Floyd Hey Hey Rise Up, Ukraine fundraiser record. And then the second one is, I couldn't resist it, Calling All the Heroes, It Bites. I was buying a record off Discogs, and in the list of stuff that the seller had on there, it had this record on there. I said, oh my Lord, I've not heard that since I was about 13 or 14 years old. And I loved it. I want to get it again, so I have got it. That is a band which has sort of slipped through the cracks for me a little bit. I only ever knew a few of their songs, and I loved them. And for some reason, I never really followed them properly. So that's a cracking little song, and I think they're a really, really good band I need to do more with on the channel. So, excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. Onto the vinyl. So I'm going to start off with some used stuff initially. First up, In Search of the Lost Chord from the Moody Blues. This is one of the records which is part of the run of records which they call the Magnificent Seven, I think. So it's part of that run of records which is just meant to be stellar. So I'm slowly building up the Moody Blues collection, as you well know, and that is the next one to have in the collection. Next up, this is Nectar live in New York. This literally arrived a couple of days ago. I bought this off eBay, and it's in such good condition as well, for about £8. No one bid on it. I was the only person, or maybe one other person did, and they didn't want to go past £7. So, all right, I'll have that. So yeah, we've got live in New York from Nectar. Put that away. Back in this little sleeve. Note to self: don't take things out of the plastic sleeve while you're trying to film, because you can never get them back in again. Oh, come on. $19.99 from Prince. Not everybody's cup of tea, I know, but I don't have enough Prince in my collection, and I think that he was absolutely one of the most important musicians of the last sort of 50 years. I know not everybody agrees with that, but I think the consistency, quality, the variety of stuff that he produced while he was in his even his heyday, was the whole of his career, really, wasn't it? Was just beyond stellar, and I don't know enough of his music. So this is the first actual Prince record I have. So I don't know if that's a channel one, but it's certainly one for me because I do like a lot of Prince's stuff. And I just thought, you know what? I kind of need to have some of that in the collection. Now, this is another band and another record that a lot of people have talked about on the channel. Todd Rundgren's Utopia, to be precise. I don't really know anything about Todd Rundgren. I've heard his name mentioned before the last few years, but his name has come up sort of from time to time in the comments, specifically Todd Rundgren's Utopia, as being very, very progressive and very interesting, and something that I really ought to be investing some time and film into. So that's what we have. Then we move on to, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this one before. This is Baroness. Baroness Purple. One of my fave bands since the sort of discovery one of my fave discoveries because of the channel. Baroness, saw them live this late year at Download. They were incredible. And I also have Baroness Red. The artwork on these records is just stunning, absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see the purple one, and then we have the red one. I'm not just calling it the purple one and the red one. It is called red, and this is called purple. I also have gold and grey, which is, I think I've mentioned that one before. Then we also have, this was a record store day release, I think. It was another Baroness. This is a live recording at Maida Vale, so it's a BBC Studios, recorded live for radio. I think it's for the BBC Radio 1 rock show. That's very cool. Very, very cool indeed. I know on the last video I made in May, talking about records that I'd got hold of, I started to talk about CDs, and I talked about Bent Knee and Land Animal. So now I have bought it on vinyl as well. So I've got the actual record of it, so that can sit in the collection. Right, we're on to new records now. There's a big chunk here of stuff. Some of it you'll know about that I've featured on the channel. Obviously, Continuation, Closure Continuation, Porcupine Tree. We've talked at length about that, so there's no more need to talk about that now. We also featured on the channel Ancient Astronauts. Here we go. This is Motorpsycho, and I love this. It received mixed reviews from you guys in the comments, but I really liked it. Ancient Astronauts from Motorpsycho. So that was a couple of months ago. Right, so this is a fairly fresh, up-to-date release. This is the 2018 remix of Animals, the incredible Pink Floyd album. One of my favourite records ever is Animals, and this remix certainly does it some justice. I know some people are talking about it in a very negative way, but my God, it's a thing of beauty. And you get this big old book with it. I don't know, it's just photos, but it's a sensationally lovely thing. Absolutely gorgeous. If that is of interest, we might have a little playthrough of that on the channel. I don't need many excuses to play some Pink Floyd. Another new release this year, very recently, is this one, Will of the People from Muse. This came out in August, I think, or July, but certainly in the last couple of months. So that's very, very, very new as well. Another really good record. A bit of a... I think that I've heard it described as a best of Muse without it being using their old tracks. So it's writing songs from the different in the style of the different eras of Muse. So you have stuff that sounds like it should be on Showbiz. You have stuff that sounds like it should be on Absolution. Stuff that sounds like it should be on The Resistance, and so on and so forth. So it's a great record. It's a great record. Very, very cool indeed. Now, this is a little mini, teeny tiny box set. It's Marillion. Holidays in Eden, the 2022 remix. This has been out a few weeks or a month or so. I didn't get it, and I didn't actually know about it. I saw it in HMV, and I thought, oh my lord, I don't have Holidays on Eden on vinyl. So I have got it on CD, but I have not really listened to it yet. But I thought, oh, you know what? I really need to have this. So it's got a little book in there. We have Holidays in Eden remix on one disc. We have Marillion live in Hammersmith on there, and on record 4. So there are three. Oops, there we go. 3 discs there, which is Marillion live. It's one concert, I think. Is it one concert? Live at Hammersmith. All on the 30th of September 1991. So we have that entire concert, plus we have the remix of the album. I probably won't be doing the live stuff on the channel, but I'll certainly be interested to hear Holidays in Eden play that through. So that'll be coming up. Now, this is a beast. This is another box set. Ready? There's a lot of records in here. This is ELP. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Out of This World, live. Collection from 1970 to 1997. Let's pull the bits out of here. Do a little bit of a sort of quick look at this. We have got... it's upside down. I don't know what's going on here. Live at the Isle of Wight. So a lot of people already have these, but I don't. Live at the California Jam. Works live, Canada, 1977. Royal Albert Hall, London, October 1992. Phoenix, 1997. Just a yellow blob on the front. There's more to see on the back there. And then obviously not obviously, but yes it does. It comes with a very substantial and glossy booklet. So that is absolutely all unheard at the minute. I'm really, really looking forward to that because I've been doing quite a lot of ELP on the channel, and I know that a lot of people like it. So I think that would be a really, really, really good little collection to dig into at some point. We'll listen to some ELP live because I understand they're meant to be pretty good as they live act. Right, just need to get those records back into the box. Right. Oh, come here, you little slippery little bugger. Curses. There we go. Oh. Right. We're getting there. 4 left to go. El Dorado from Electric Light Orchestra. El Dorado. It's a classic record, isn't it? This is the MoFi release. I got this off Amazon. It was I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't hugely expensive. But I'm now one of these people that I don't really know if I'm into MoFi or not. It's the only MoFi record I've ever got, but it's because it's been mentioned, I think, a few times in the comments that this version is very, very, very good. I ummed and ahed over getting this or the standard version. I thought, well, you know what, let's get this version and see what it's like. I've not listened to it yet, but that'll be one for the channel if you fancy it. Like a bit of a little bit of ELO. Right. We've got 2 records here, which again are gifts. If you've seen an unboxing from Gabby, you'll have seen these. So we have the Game of Thrones soundtrack for Series 8, or Season 8, I should say. And we also have, again, I'm sorry, not actually opened this yet, again from Gabby. This is Blue Jeans Blue, Perfecto. It's some fun Canadian music, which we all need sort of fun Canadian music, don't we? But I'm sorry, Gabby, I've not actually opened it. There's loads of other stuff to listen to as well. But I will. I promise. I will. Right. Then we get to the very last record of this haul, saying that I suspect there are probably a few that I've not remembered, and if there are and you know about them and it might be something you've sent me, I am so sorry. I haven't deliberately forgotten you. I just because it's been such a long time, I'm not very good at keeping notes. I've lost track of where I am, so I think I've got everybody. This is a record that I suspect nobody knows at all. Blood Incantation. Now they are an extremely doomy, growly death metal, black metal outfit, who decided to release an ambient synth album, which is what this is. So it's very droney, very synthy, and you kind of get the idea of what it's all about just from the sort of the ambience of the session there. Them sort of stuck on a hillside with their instruments set up. It looks like something from 1970s Pink Floyd almost. So it's very, very interesting, and that is certainly going to be something to be playing on the channel, because I think it'll be fun for everybody. Certainly not what you'd be expecting if you know the band, and certainly interesting for people who don't know the band as well. But I do believe after 22 minutes of recording, we have finally got through this record haul. Now, as I say, if I have forgotten anything, do drop me a line. Just tell me, because I haven't deliberately done so, and I'll pick it up on next month's one. And for anybody who's sent me stuff in the post, thank you very, very, very much. I have not been to the PO box for a few weeks, so if there's something sitting there at the minute, it's not because I've not got it, or sorry, I have got it and sort of ignoring it. I just haven't actually got around to picking it up yet. So apologies if that is the case. But I will do probably next week. I'll go around to the PO box. So if there's anything there, I'll pick it up then. That being said, I think that wraps up this episode. So have a think about what we've just looked at. If there's anything in particular in there that you think would be suitable for the channel, if there's anything in there that you think everybody would like to listen to, or certainly a vocal minority might enjoy, and we'll try and make that happen. But there's only so many hours in the week and only so many videos I can make, so if I don't get around to doing them all, it is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys and girls on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. But until then, this is Jim over and out.